It is my strong, strong opinion that the greatest cause of a lack of energy in someone's life is a lack of purpose. Yes, things play a role. The food that we eat, the liquid that we put in our mouth, our environment, it does play a role in our energy and how good we feel, but that pales in comparison to that inner drive, that inner purpose and that passion that has all the cells of our body working in unison to drive us forward. It's Ryan from the Melbourne Centre of Healing here. So, how do we find out what our purpose is? That's a big bloody question, right? That's a massive question. What is my purpose? Well, our purpose comes from our lived experience. Our lived experience. And it comes actually from our greatest challenges and our greatest pains. Because those greatest challenges, from those pains, comes our greatest gifts. The gifts that we are to share with the world. And we need to look back on our life and find out what those pains are and what the main things that we've overcome. And in there lie the secrets to our purpose, to our greater meaning. Okay? I mean, for me, right? I'm a former drug addict who now runs an addiction and mental health clinic. That's pretty straightforward, right? That's going to be different for everyone. And right in you right now, I can tell you right now, there is a PhD sitting in you because you have the lived experience of a special gift that you are to share with the world. And I know when I ever want to get help in some sort of area of my life, I want to speak to someone who's actually overcome stuff. If I want to go and see a personal trainer to lose weight, I don't want to see someone who's been ripped their whole life. I want to see someone who's battled with their health, has been overweight, and lost 20 kilos, got their health back on track, and is now shredded as hell. That's who I want to hear from. When it comes to financial advice, I don't want to hear from someone who's always been financially well off, who was born into money and has always had money. I want to speak to someone who was at the lowest of the lows and kept fucking up and fucking up and fucking up over and over and over again and were dirt broke and never knew how to save, who then overcome that to now become financially independent. That's who I want to hear from. And you have a gift in you that you can share with the world. I promise you that, because everyone I'm spoken to does. And the problem is, a lot of the time, we are far too humble to admit that our story is exceptional. Because the story that's in you right now, your life, your lived experience, it is absolutely exceptional. I hear people all the time, every day I hear stories of people's lives, and it inspires the hell out of me, because everyone has an amazing story of the challenges they've had in their life and the things that they are currently overcoming or they have overcome. And every story is incredible, and there's so many gifts in all these stories that I hear. So I ask you to look into your life, look back at your past and say, hang on, what are these things, what are these challenges, which at the time were the worst times of my life. But the times that I got past, how is that now? How am I able to share that gift with the world? Because when you tap into that, and I'll tell you, once you think about it and then your mind starts thinking that you might start helping other people, you'll start to get up off the couch. You'll start to fire up a little bit because all the cells in your body start vibrating a little bit harder. That's what we need to tap into, that inner purpose. That's where the energy comes from. I got blood tests a couple of weeks ago, right? That's talking about from a physical point of view, and my iron levels were so low that the doctor said, God, it must feel like you've been hit by a truck. And I'm like, no, I work 12, 14 hour days and I feel fantastic and I have boundless energy. My iron, I want to bring those iron levels up because it's probably good for me, but it has nothing to do with my energy because it tapped into my purpose. Now, once we do find that bigger purpose, it can be overwhelming because we first think about it and we want to run out and run through brick walls and save the entire world. And then we can go, holy shit, the whole world doesn't want to be saved. And it can be overwhelming to have this massive vision now and being at the starting point that we're at. So once you have that bigger vision, that bigger purpose, it's important then to chunk it down and say, okay, this is my major long-term purpose. What's my purpose for the next year? What's my purpose for the next 6 months? What's my purpose for the next week? And most importantly, what is my purpose for today? Because when you have a purpose for today, a singular purpose for today that is linked to the bigger purpose in your life, then you'll get out of bed and all the cells, every part of your body will be moving in the same direction. You will have energy. There'll be no issue. There'll be no issue with energy when you are tapped into that purpose. And each morning you get up, there is a purpose that is linked. And you know what? Some days that daily purpose will be to rest. Because that rest well, will be linked to the long-term vision, and we need to own that. So guys, please do me a favor, look back into your life, your biggest pains, your biggest challenges, and find out where the gifts lie that you are to share with the world. Because I promise you this, your story, your life is fucking exceptional, and it deserves to be shared with the world. That's all for me today, guys. I'm fired up, I'm on purpose. Peace out.